Hello everyone. So a video on something that comes up a lot, and it's not directed at any one person as such, but it's kind of directed at everyone in some way or another, myself included, when it comes to fitness. And it's, it's just talking about goals. And I said on the Q&A session video that James and I did that it's important to have goals. But what I think is that we miss is kind of embracing the process of what it takes to get to that goal and what inspires us to get there. And it's kind of what I love so much about calisthenics and even to a degree things like running is if you go out there with the wrong intentions, so you want to walk into a gym and you want to do one-legged squats. That's something that's become popular, or handstands, or one-arm push-ups. And genuinely, I have people that have. I know people, not so much my clients as such, but I know people that come into the gym and that's what they're trying to do, without any real concept of form. It's almost like if you were to go into the gym and try and bench press 200 kilos, but you weigh 70 kilos. It's just, you're going to end up with just if you even get the bar off the rack, it's going to fall on you and crush your sternum. So why would you then try and do a one arm press up, which equates to lifting your entire body weight on one arm? It's just, I've talked about logic in the past, but and the reason generally is because everyone wants something now. Nearly everything in fitness is geared towards giving you something now. There's a huge amount of things out there, processes that are all about 8 weeks and 12 weeks. And I've even seen when I was first started getting into fitness many years ago, 10-minute trainer, 10 minutes a day can do this. And don't get me wrong, 10 minutes a day is better than no minutes a day, clearly. But what I was saying with calisthenics is body weight training is it takes years to master. I found through my own training that you can cheat yourself into lifting a decent amount of weight. I've managed to squat, double my body weight on my back with bad form, bad technique. I've managed to cheat my way to that process, but then when I start trying to do one-legged squats, I can do a certain amount, but it kind of breaks me at more of a strength range, more of a 3 to 5 range. And you think, why is that? And it's like, because you require that extra level of balance and coordination. Dog barking. Balance and coordination, core strength, stability in your hip, balance between your abductors on one side of your leg and your adductors, knee strength, ankle flexibility, spinal mobility. You can go on and on and on about the amount of complexity it takes to stand on one leg, let alone squat on one leg. But every time you take a step when you walk or run or sprint, etc., you are on one leg consistently. So if you can't balance on one leg, then technically when you walk, the deficiencies that cause you to not be able to balance on one leg will come out in the running on one leg. And the reason why I'm kind of delving into that is because, as I say, it's complexity. I got to a certain point with press ups where I could comfortably do them like this, and then I could do a reasonable amount one-handed with my feet split apart really wide, so I'd spread my body weight. When I then tried to take my feet back towards the centre midline, I thought my core strength's good enough, that's all it'll be. But it wasn't that, and it was until I started looking into it and read more literature, calisthenic books, followed a few more calisthenic PTs on YouTube, that I realised that it was my shoulder that was the problem. I was basically doing this, shrugging, when I do press ups. So then I took them all the way back to doing press ups on my knees and humbling myself in that regard. I've spent a year and a half practically doing just calisthenics, and I'm still working on press ups. So I've just got to the point where I can comfortably get 20, 2 sets of 20, 1 set of 15 today, press ups with my hands this level, so just under my shoulders, without allowing my shoulders to do this. And as a result, the stiffness I have in my trapezius, my neck, regularly has gone away. So I've made myself stronger in one regard, and I've removed a deficiency. And as a result, I can feel everything open up in my pull-ups and my squats. So that process of a year and a half, to some people, is a bitter pill to swallow, because that's an incredibly long time to, as I can imagine, a lot of people would be like, but you've spent a year and a half and all you can do is what I would consider standard push-ups. Isn't that quite weak? Where's the one-arm stuff? Where's the handstands and all that sort of thing? And here's the thing, I mean, you have to immerse yourself in the process. It doesn't mean you can't be goal-focused, but it's like if you decide to change your diet to lose 2 stone, say, for whatever reason, you're getting married, whatever it is, 2 stone, and you want to do that in 12 weeks. I don't care what people say, whether it is or isn't possible. Anything within logical reason is possible. 2 stone in 12 weeks is definitely possible, even for somebody that's not ridiculously overweight. It just has to have the right process. I watched a video the other day where they talked about doing a backflip, learning a backflip in 15 minutes, and the first thing they said is you can't learn a backflip in 15 minutes. That's right, but what they did say is you could learn to do a backflip from reasonable fitness base in a week, as long as you've got a good process and somebody good to teach you. I mean, I can teach people how to do proper pull-ups, how to do one-arm press-ups and one-legged squats and handstands and bridging. A lot of, staples of calisthenics. I can teach you that. I can teach you how to deadlift and that sort of thing. But it's having faith in the process. In the same way that, if you wanted to lose 2 stone, you should immerse yourself and have faith in that process. If it's not working after a couple of weeks, then have a bit of faith. If it's still not working after a month, then tweak something. But always be ready for it and evaluate. Another blog that I read the other day on running was one of the worst, 5 of the biggest running mistakes after a long run. And the number 1 was evaluate. So if you do a workout and you think, well, I only did like, 5 squats and I felt like I was off balance. Well, evaluate. If you have a week of dieting and you feel like you've put on weight, or you feel wobbly, or you feel bloated, evaluate. Chop and change, but immerse yourself in that process. Otherwise, it will only become a 12-week thing. You'll do it for 12 weeks, you'll put a load of weight back on. You have to embrace it. And I mean, don't get me wrong, if you want to be one of those people that, once a year you have a what you call a cleanse or something like that, that's okay. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Personally, it doesn't work for me. And that's why I say, I immerse myself in the process. And you're going to have some days that are just a bit crap. You're going to have some training sessions that just don't feel right. And as long as you evaluate at the end of that and look at why, it could be you're coming off the back of a weekend, you had a few drinks last night, which is okay. Again, that's okay. But you understand that, drinking dehydrates your muscles. So maybe you just feel a bit dehydrated and it's hard to contract your muscles that day. Don't drink the night before a training session, or accept the hindrance it will have on that. Regress your exercises accordingly. But as I say, have faith in the process. Don't say, don't walk into the gym, I'm going to try and do handstands. It's frankly, it's kind of disrespectful in many ways to people that do train hard throughout a process. And not only that, you're just asking for an injury, and I don't see the point in just sort of like trying to kick into a handstand and falling out, Trust me, I've been there and done it. It's just pointless. Start with what you can do. What's the weak link in the chain? Start with what you can do, and just start off on that process, and respect the fact that even if you're somebody that goes to my gym and you see me in the gym, and maybe you do see me doing something that's quite advanced, or you think, that run that you posted on Instagram the other day, that was pretty intense, I couldn't do that. Well, no, neither could I a year ago, but that's the point. I had faith in a process, and I built things up, and then you set new goals, and then you set a process to get to that. But you can't just kind of like go, okay, well, I'm going to do a ton of junk miles in between because I want to improve my running, or I'm going to just bang out a load of press-ups or do some heavy bench press because eventually that'll get me a one-arm push-up, but I'm going to hate every minute of it. It's ridiculous. So again, it will develop mental strength, it will develop physical strength, it will develop massive endurance, and you'll just enjoy what you're going to do. You'll go, okay, I'm going to do a workout today and I'm going to enjoy it. As I say, you'll get the occasional ones that are just shite, but such as anything in life, the things that you really, really earn that are really, really worth it in life, take the hard work. don't jump in at the deep end. Don't do junk reps or junk miles or anything like that. Earn your rewards. And as I say, I keep saying it, but have faith in that process. Don't look at what other people are doing. They're doing that now. Just do your research. Ask me if you like. Ask anybody. Ask people around you. But always be wary of any shortcuts, because to a degree there are no shortcuts. Okay, slightly longer than what I planned, but have faith in that process. Set a year, set 2 years. Don't go, I'm going 12 weeks I'm going to do this and I'm going to hate it. 12 weeks I'm going to just drink protein shakes. Okay, well, you'll lose 2 stone, but you'll feel pretty crap. Make it 6 months and then continue some variation of that. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day.